Hi, we are joined here at the Abi Lyle Evening Demo and with none other than Courtney Akkari, the organiser and rider, first rider of the evening. And Courtney, tell us a little bit about you and what you're doing.
Well, thank you very much for coming. It's a pleasure to have you. So I had thought about this event just before Abi went to the Olympics, and I rang her about 3 days before she left and said, listen, I know this is probably the last thing you want to think about, but can I get a date off you for after the Olympics? And she said, you know, I need to start and think about life after the Olympics because it's all very consuming. But I kind of wanted to run this event. I know dressage is in a little bit of turmoil, and I know Abi is such a kind trainer because I've trained with her before, and I kind of wanted to really highlight, especially at like riding club and amateur level, that you can still train very, what people would think maybe not out and out dressage horses to a high level and such a lovely standard, and Abi's a perfect person to do that. So I rode Barney, who is a 4-year-old that my husband Chris and mum and I bought from the Hanoverian auction in February. We bought him completely unseen, just one video. We took a little bit of a risk and thankfully it's paid off because he is an absolute gem. I wasn't sure how he was going to deal with the atmosphere of 130 people, but as you can see, he took it all in his stride. My plans with him were always to sell. I bought him because my older horse is out with an injury, and I had thought if I can get Barney in the interim, great, and then we'll sell him whenever the other horse comes back in. But he's become a bit of a yard favourite, so he might hang about a little bit longer, especially because, you know, I jumped on him this evening 5 minutes before I went into the demo because I was busy organising everything else, and he went in and he was an angel.
And he really was. He was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
He is a great temperament and a great talent. So what would if you're planning on keeping him, what would your long-term plans be for him?
Long-term plans, well, we've got short-term plans, the Nationals this weekend, and then I plan on giving him a break. Abi's back over in October just for a clinic. I'm going to give him 2 weeks off after the Nationals because since February he hasn't really had much of a break. He's just been on and off a few days.
And I suppose when they're good babies, you forget sometimes
to give them a break. Yeah, exactly. And he's so big, like he's 17.1 and he's double the horse now than what he was, but he's still got so much filling out and so much growing to do. But I love the young horse classes. I know a lot of people don't, but I think in Ireland they're not asking as much as maybe some of the foreign ones, and I think it gives them a really good base. So if I was to keep him, my aim would be those Horse Sport Ireland 5-year-old classes and 6-year-old classes. I did those right up with Vino, and I think they're such a good kind of building blocks to see just where they fare, and then just keep working it up. My husband Chris thinks I'm ridiculous because I like to go to every show that is running in the entire country. Probably just, I love competing is my whole passion. If I didn't get to compete, I probably wouldn't ride because I always say I'm not a very good everyday rider. I love having some sort of motivation for shows. So chasing the shows and seeing friends. I have so many friends in dressage that I only see at shows. Yeah. So like again, for this event, the likes of David Freeney, Tara Oliver, it's brilliant to have them all involved because we maybe see each other 4 times a year otherwise. So it's...
Talk us through the variety of horses that you selected to be here.
Yeah, so Barney obviously is a 4-year-old. I wanted to kind of show him off and kind of expose him to that atmosphere. Then the horse that's in at the minute, Jacqueline on Arrow, she's kind of novice elementary. She's a good friend of mine and is Barney's travel companion, so Arrow will be going to the Nationals as well. And it was quite a purposeful choice because Arrow also events, and I know a lot of our spectators tonight aren't just pure dressage riders, and I wanted to show that like he's winning everything at his level and he still goes out and wins at the events as well. And it's like dressage has become so important for the eventing and the show jumping too. And then following...
It's a foundation for it though.
For sure, yeah.
Foundation for even just a healthy horse.
Everything, yeah. And following Arrow is Lucy Adams on Kipper. They are, again, a very purposeful choice. There are a lot of quite flashy, like medium and advanced medium horses in Ireland. Kipper is 14.1 and is amazing. And I wanted to show that like Lucy wasn't able to go out and buy the biggest warm blood horse that there is and the flashiest horse, but she's doing so well and has trained him from prelim to advanced medium. Yeah, he might only be a pony, but she's cleaning up with him, so it's brilliant. And then the 2 Grand Prix horses, a very good friend of mine, David, who is very new to Grand Prix with that horse, so I thought it would be quite nice to show kind of like the development to that. And then Tara Oliver on Romeo, who's been to the international circuit with him, so I thought well, you've got to give the people what they want as well. So they want to see the good piaffe and the passage and the changes and all the fun things that we like to aim for. So it was, and I'm just very lucky that everybody was very willing to do it.
Fabulous. You have been backed by some incredible sponsors this evening.
Yeah. So Top Spec, Barney has the rug on. Les card, I have Sophie's top on. So Top Spec is an amazing sponsor of ours at Gransha. Shirley has sponsored us, Kirsty and I, when Kirsty was competing as well. She sponsored Kirsty as well. The entire barn in here is fed on Top Spec, and Shirley's always very good to come whenever we ask her for any events. And then Sophie Ennis, she's a local girl that's just started this Les Guard clothing range, very new. I think it's only out a couple of months. It's just really nice to back somebody local. She's super young and has lots of really good ideas, and sent me a box, and the stuff is really nice quality.
And your mum says she knows her from when she
watched her on ponies. Yeah, exactly. She still competes Connemara's, so it's nice to have somebody that's created a brand that is also still using the brand, and it's practical and it's proven. And then Chris Thomas from Equiclean is a very new company, so it's like a mobile trailer and lorry cleaning service.
Much needed in this.
Much needed. I'm looking out the window at our lorry thinking it is much needed, but it's just a really good idea. I don't know why somebody didn't do it sooner, but like I say, I just had one phone call with Chris and he was really keen to get on board, and it's just nice to have those people around you that want to help and be involved, because hopefully if this goes well, I love organising things. Like, this is the biggest event I've probably organised aside from my wedding, and a bit less stressful probably, but I would love to do it again. And I think we're so lucky at Gransha that we have the facilities of the indoor and the cafe, and I think it's cool. It's great.
Absolutely. Well, so far it's been an incredible evening, Courtney. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Your mum, Gransha, everyone for having us, and we look forward to the rest of the riders.
Thank you. Good.